Kucinich says, end the war.
End the war. Very good.
President Nixon now admits his policy of de-escalation in Vietnam has failed. Reading sub-headlines there, why make the same mistake again? Stop this waste. I'm not the only one in this room, I understand that, who was there at the time. But when I finally got to Congress, on my 5th try, 24 years later.
Good for you.
One of the first hearings I had was as a member of the Government Oversight Committee. The Pentagon was asked to come forward to justify their budget, their spending, and it turned out they had over $1 trillion, T for trillion, dollars in accounts that had not and could not be reconciled. $1 trillion. General Smedley Butler, we all know him, was a racket. We understand that. I saw it. And when I saw that, and when I saw they couldn't account for the spending, I was determined from that moment not to vote for a single appropriation for arms for the military, and I kept that through 16 years in Congress. Because it's all a waste of money and it's a racket. You know, they try to justify this by saying, well, protect our troops. Right? We heard that. We heard that at the beginning of the Iraq War. We have to keep funding the war to protect our troops. And we were saying, protect them, bring them home. We have seen the resources of this country squandered in this racket called war. And we've seen both political parties participate. And we've seen presidents who were elected as, quote, anti-war, turn around and keep funding wars ad infinitum. We've seen political parties take cash from defense contractors and keep the war machine going. We've seen Democratic political leaders promise a new Congress in 2006 to take America in a direction of stopping the war. They got that new Congress, and the minute they took office, they kept the war going again, and they kept funding it. We have to stop this racket. We have to challenge these people inside the political establishment to stop this racket. We know what's going on. We know the money that's exchanging hands. We know how to promote a political campaign and say, well, we love America. They love America. They love their money even more.
Yeah.
We have to reclaim our nation.
Yeah.
Now, I have seen this effort to keep pushing us into war. I saw it in 1999 when Bill Clinton needed authorization to continue an air war against Serbia. When there were maybe 1 million people in the streets of Belgrade protesting their own government. And then we unleashed violence against them and cut short the change and actually ended up helping Milosevic. We have a foreign policy, which is foreign. It's foreign to human security. It's foreign to aspirations for peace. It's foreign to our national needs here in America. But I had the opportunity to have this catbird seat. I was there. I saw the genesis of war within the Democratic caucus. I saw how men and women who ordinarily you think would be placid, peaceful, God-fearing, loving their children, and all of a sudden they become emboldened with this spirit of war, this imbibing in this Manichaean struggle of the forces of light and darkness,